The Federal Reserve has played a significant role in overseeing data protection and privacy across the U.S. financial system, including payments. Cryptocurrency payments, particularly those based on blockchain technology, pose a number of new challenges for data protection and privacy and the effective oversight of those issues. I'm sure that the members of the Federal Reserve have been looking at this, and I'd just be interested in what your understanding at this point is of how the Federal Reserve's role for data protection and privacy with respect to traditional financial services can be applied to Libra and Calibra.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess I'd start by saying that we do support responsible private sector innovation in the financial system, as long as that's carried out in a way that addresses the associated risks and preserves safety and soundness. The project sponsors hold out the possibility of public benefits, including greater access to the financial system for some, but I think we agree that Libra raises a lot of serious concerns, and those would include around privacy, money laundering, consumer protection, financial stability, and those are going to need to be thoroughly and publicly assessed and evaluated before this proceeds. And so we've set up a working group to focus on this at the Fed, and we're in contact with the other regulatory agencies. Indeed, we're in contact with central banks and governments around the world on this, and really just getting started. And I would just stress, I think it's a great thing that you're having a hearing on this, I guess, next week. I think this it's important that this process of understanding and evaluating this proposal be a patient one and not a sprint to implementation. In terms of U.S. specifically about data privacy, one of the features of this project is you would want to see a particular regulatory body that has oversight over the whole project, and that doesn't appear to be the case. There isn't any one agency that can stand up and have oversight over this. We do not have oversight over Facebook. The privacy rules that we apply to banks, we have no authority to apply them to Facebook or to Libra or to Calibra or to the Libra Association. So we are just in the process of thinking this through, but I think one of the notable features of the project is that the supervision and regulation of it would fall in front of many different agencies, state, national, and international, and we need to get our arms around that for starters.
Well, thank you. And you've actually led into my second question on that. I was going to talk about how we fit in, all of our banking regulators, the SEC, FinCEN, CFPB, and frankly, going beyond even financial regulators to capture the entire scope of not just this, but many other aspects of the data collection that's going on in the global experience that we are having, the human experience we're having on the internet these days. Do you think that we need to look at the possibility of creating a new regulator dealing with data protection?
I think that is exactly the question we need to be focused on. One of the many questions we need to be focused on. It isn't obvious at all from our current regulatory system that we have in place what we need to assess and provide oversight over this. And I expect we'll be working hard on this and ideally working with your staff as we explore it.
Well, thank you. And I look forward to I'm glad to hear that you've got a working group together and that you're reaching out to other regulators who have a piece of this issue and of the broader issue of data collection, and look forward to working with you on this.